Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this Danshiki top, or you can call it a Bubu top, with this built-up collar and this stylish pocket. If this is what you're interested in, please watch to the end of the video. I've folded the fabric into four, but I'm going to fold it again just to show you. I folded into two this way. Then I will fold again, this to get both the front and the back piece at once. So I folded again, so now this into four. Now I will just take my shoulder measurements starting from this point, shoulder divided by 2. Then from that point I'm going to take the sleeve measurement, which I'll be placing at 9 inches. Then from there I'm going to come down for the round sleeve measurement. The round sleeve is 18 inches, 18 divided by 2. You just place it this way, you come down and make a mark there, add extra 1 inch for closing allowance. I'm going to place my tape this way, then mark out my half length. I'll just indicate the half length. Then from that half length I'm going to mark 8.5 inches for the hip line. Then on that hip line I'm going to take the hip divided by 4. You make a mark there, add extra 4 inches. You can add 3 inches or 4 inches depending. So I'll just add extra 4 inches to this. Then I'm going to connect it to the armhole round sleeve line, and I'll just make a curve to connect it just like this. And that's it. The next thing now, I'm going to come in this way by 1 inch and connect it. This to help the sleeve relax properly at the down area. I'm going to take the neck width for the back, 3 inches, neck depth, 2 inches. I'll connect it. Then I'm going to come down for the neck depth for the front piece, which I'll be placing at 14 inches. I'll make a mark there. But before I connect it back to the neckline, I'm going to bring the piece I'll be using for the collar. The wideness of this collar will be 2.5 on a fold. This is 3 inches, but I'm going to reduce it to 2.5. So on a fold is going to be 2.5. But when I open it up, it's going to be 5 inches. So here, and I'm going to mark 2 inches. By the time I open this one up now, it's going to be 4 inches. The extra 1 inch on the collar will be for the sewing allowance. That's half inch for both sides. I'll cut the back neckline out. Then I'll just, before I cut the front piece, I'll just open this up so that I'll cut it. Then I'll cut this out. This is what I'm talking about. By the time you open it up, it's going to be 4 inches. So by the time you open the collar, it's going to be 5 inches. This is the collar, and this is 2.5 inches wide on a fold, but 5 inches wide when it's opened up like this. So I'm just going to fold this together. I'll fold this together, and then I'm going to determine how wide I want the neck to be, like the opening, how open the neck opening. So now the neck opening, I'll be marking 13 inches starting from this point downwards. You can make yours 12 inches or 14 inches depending on how wide you want the neckline to be, or how open rather. I'm going to place mine on 13 inches, so I'll just make a mark at 13 inches. Then from that point, I'm going to sew close. Like I'm just going to run a stitch on this line like this. I'm gonna head to sew this close. So I'll just fold this back and This is the color. It's just that simple. By the time you do your ironing first, this will just relax on its own, because I did my ironing first. That's why this is so smooth. So now it's time to join it to the fabric. So I'm going to notch the midpoint. Then get the midpoint of the collar as well. I'll open this up. So I'm going to sew now. This midpoint now will be meeting this other side like this. I'm going to take it like this. I'm going to pin it. You're going to sew to this end. I'm just going to make a notch at this side. I'm supposed to make a notch, just a little notch this side, and then make a notch at this side as well. Very necessary if you want your collar to relax. So now I'm just going to take this to sewing machine and I'm going to sew. I've gone ahead to join this to the Ankara. I've joined the collar to the Ankara, and I've also gone ahead to iron the rough end of the Ankara, this part in. So I'll just turn this over to the right side. Like I iron this in, see how smooth this other side is looking. So I'm just going to take this, iron this in. I'm going to take this to sewing machine and then sew, doing a tiny stitch on this. Okay, I've gone ahead to run it stitch. I've stitched this together. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to close this up. I'll turn it right side facing the right side, and I'm just going to sew using 1/2 inch to close it up. And then I'll join this piece. The length of the top wasn't long enough, so I'll just add this to it to make it longer. I'll just join this together. I've joined both sides, and I'll join this other one at the downside. So the next thing right now is to fix the pocket. So I cut out the pieces for the pocket. So I cut out 4 pieces each, 2 for one side, 2 for the other side, and I use my paper stay to iron on them to give it a little weight, because this crepe is very light, and this pocket will be 10 by 10. The both sides will be equal. I also went ahead to cut a little piece for the other pocket. This is 10 by 3. So now to close this up, I'm going to bring one piece. I'll place it this way. Then take this other one, place it this way. Then take this, place it this way. And then I'm going to just sew round. I'm going to close this up, then leaving a little space where I can turn it out from. I'll repeat the same thing for this other one. You place this, then place this on top, then close it up, leaving a little space. I've done that. I've closed it up. This is the space I'll be bringing it out from. I've turned this out. The next thing is to iron this out. And I'm going to use the iron to give it a line, like get the middle line, just like this. So now I'm going to turn this to the side of the danshiki, and I'm going to just place the pocket. So placing this is how you sew, so your hand can pass through. I'm just going to place it this way. This other smaller pocket, the inner one, I'm going to place it this way. Keep it at the tip of this danshiki now. You place it this way. you shift this away, then you just sew the inner pocket. You just sew, run a stitch on it, joining the Ankara fabric, and that's it. I've gone ahead to do that. As you can see, I've joined this to the Ankara fabric, and I did same thing for this other side. So now to complete this, now I'm just going to run a stitch on this on top, starting from this point to this point, from this point to this point, and I'm going to repeat the same thing for this other side, starting from this point to this point, from this point to this point, and that's it. I've done that. Now you can pass your hand through. This is it. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, do well to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and share this video. See you all in the next one. Bye.